Hi, I'm Dennis Phillips, and welcome to Everyday Reloading and Shooting. There's a link below to a video where I was previously shooting Hornady 68 grain boat tail hollow point bullets using CFE-223 powder, and I had terrible results with that round. And so my thinking was that perhaps either a lighter or a heavier bullet might produce a better result. So I have loaded again CFE-223 using 55 full metal jacket bullets with charges going from 24.8 grains and 2,800 feet per second to 26.1 grains and 3,000 feet per second. So we will shoot these, compare them, measure them, and see how they do. All right, I'm back at the Georgia Gun Club at their 100-yard indoor rifle range, and today I'll be testing CFE-223 powder with 55 grain full metal jacket bullets. There's a link to a video below where I tested this same powder with 68 grain boat tail hollow point bullets, and they didn't do so well. So I was thinking that either a lighter or a heavier bullet might work well with this particular powder. So I'll be shooting 55 grain full metal jacket bullets with loads from 24.8 grains of powder to 26.1, and that'll give us velocities of 2,800 to 3,000 feet per second. So I'm going to start shooting, and then you are welcome to enjoy the music while I fast forward through my shooting, or you can skip forward to the results at the end, and we will see how they do. 100 yards. All right, so let's bring them in and have a look. I have to say that these shot better than the 68 grains. The first group looked pretty tight here. The bottom of the circle is my point of aim. A little scattered, kind of scattered here, although this 4 out of 5 was pretty tight here. On line number 3, the first target looks pretty good. That's pretty much under an inch. You got 4 out of 5 clustered together there that look really tight. Kind of scattered here. A little scattered here, but 4 out of 5 here, pretty tight. You got 4 out of 5 that grouped really well here, may have grouped under an inch overall or right at an inch. And then here's pretty scattered. but we'll take them home and measure them. But I would say that these definitely look better than the 68 grains that I shot before. There's a link in the description below to a video that I did in which I was testing CFE-223 powder with 68 grain boat tail hollow point bullets, and those did not perform very well at all. In fact, we had some of the worst groups were at almost 4.5 inches, some at just under 3, some at 3.5, some at just under 3, and just did not perform well at all. And I thought, well, maybe a lighter bullet or a heavier bullet might shoot better. And so I did exactly that. I went out and I loaded 55 grain full metal jacket bullets with CFE 223 powder, and they did perform a little bit better. I had a group here at 24.8 grains. I had a group at just over 1 inch, 1.01, and another group at 1.13 with the best 4 out of 5 at 0.79 and 0.70. So those averaged 1.07 on the extreme spread and 0.75 for the best 4 out of 5. Moving up to 25.1 grains, I had an extreme spread of 1.74 and 1.79. So those shot fairly consistently. And I had a best 4 out of 5 at 117 and 0.68. Those averaged 1.77 extreme spread and 0.93. Then when I get down to 25.5 grains, they begin to tighten up a little bit. I had one group with an extreme spread of 0.82 inches and the best 4 out of 5 at 0.79. And then the second group that I shot at that charge weight was 1.25 inches with the best 4 out of 5 at 0.57. So that was the best performing of the day. We had an average extreme spread of 104 and a best 4 out of 5 at 0.68. Then when you move on to 25.8 grains, it began to open up somewhat. We had an extreme spread of 1.92, and that's primarily because of this flyer right here with the best 4 out of 5 at 101. Over here, an extreme spread at 1.14 and the best 4 out of 5 at 0.61. The average there was 1.53 on the extreme spread and 0.81 on the best 4 out of 5. And then finally, at 26.1 grains, we had an extreme spread of 0.99 and 107 with the best 4 out of 5 at 0.68 and 0.75. Overall, the 25.5 grain performed probably the best with the extreme spread of 104 and the best 4 out of 5 at 0.68, although the last group averaged an extreme spread of 103 with the best 4 out of 5 at 0.72. I am typically not happy with my shooting unless we're getting under an inch, and even then we're looking really for groups in the half-inch range or below. I'd like to get my groups into a 1/4 inch range, but that's what we've got here. I'm going to continue to work to develop this load, but next time out I'm going to go with a heavier bullet and see how it performs. So those are my results. If you have a comment or suggestion, please share that below. So if you have any ideas or thoughts about this video, please feel free to leave a comment below. Or if there's anything that you would like to see in the future, please let me know that. I always try to interact with everyone who comments, and I hope that you will like and share this with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.